Okay, so earlier today, while I was at school, a new Star Wars poster dropped out of nowhere. It's like, because I thought stuff will go down at, you know, Celebration. Still think stuff will come out. That's kind of guaranteed. Most likely, probably like a trailer, and this is kind of like to hype people up for maybe the Star Wars Celebration. I don't know, but I definitely think the poster. It looked cool. Whether it's legit or not, it could have easily been photoshopped from photos that have also came out that I'll talk about. But there's a few characters there's new characters. As far as the new characters are concerned, I mean, I don't really care for them that much. I mean, I don't think they also particularly look that cool. But then again, it was fine. And then of course they had. Not in the poster. The poster was interesting. It had obviously Kylo Ren and Rey in the forefront, and then it looked like red. Well, I can't really tell. It looks like maybe like red stormtroopers, or they just look red from the light of Kylo. So on that note, I'm not really sure. And then of course Chewie's kind of like really sidelined in the back. Poe's over there with his Poe and Finn are like on both sides of kind of like Rey, but like. They don't really seem to be that established, seem to be that important too. So I don't really know. I really don't know how big of the role is. I wish, because I'm interested in Poe and Finn, but I wish that they get more to do because Poe kind of always looks. I don't know so much about Finn, but like Poe always looks cool. He just seems so much of a Han Solo type guy. But he doesn't have anything as memorable and as exciting and much to do as what Han Solo's had, so I can't enjoy his character that much. And I'm hoping he gets a big role. I'm hoping that every single person gets a big role. Not like, obviously we know Rey and Kylo Ren will probably have the biggest role because they're the main characters, but I definitely think at least a step up. Obviously with J.J. Abrams back in the directing chair, I definitely think I feel like he could be capable of reducing any mistakes from Last Jedi. But I'm not too sure. Some mistakes simply happened. But I think it still could leave the door open for Rey's parents. But again, I don't really know how much of it's a mistake. I don't know. Some stuff I kind of like. I think the only big problem is with Luke. I feel like everything else was definitely kind of disappointing, but I've learned to deal with it and live with it and kind of accept it. But yeah, and then speaking of Kylo Ren, you got the Knights of Ren in the poster, hoping they get a big part of it, because again and again it can't just be like, I definitely think that it would be cool to see that scene in The Force Awakens, and I'm gonna say flashback because I don't know if it's a flashback, but one of the biggest questions that came out of Force Awakens is, who are the Knights of Ren? Where were Rey? And I don't think it's just a mistake that Rey was there. It would be really interesting if that was not a flashback, but a flash forward. So I'm really excited. Hopefully, because with Knights of Ren, it seems like, can you imagine an epic battle with Rey against the Knights of Ren? That would be cool. And it seems like she kind of has a white lightsaber. I don't know if it's coming off of that, like real. It's like actually a white. But if it is, it would be cool because it would be epic if Ahsoka would be in it, in the sense that Ahsoka had a white lightsaber to represent she's not really a Jedi. She's more of kind of like a gray Jedi, literally having a kind of like gray-white lightsaber. So it would be interesting if like maybe Ahsoka makes an appearance and gives him her lightsaber, or finds it. It would just be super cool. Because people are like, wouldn't it be like so much? They want, definitely a big factor of like the new Star Wars is they want to have a lot of nostalgia factor. And speaking of nostalgia factor, Billy Williams, Lando was obviously, we knew he was in the movie, But I was excited to see him look. I like seeing Lando there. However, I don't like what he's wearing. It disappoints me to where he's literally wearing the same thing from Solo. Not saying I don't like what he wore in Solo. I don't want to see the same things. One of the greatest things about Lando is he always wears these funky capes, great outfits, great kind of outfits, yeah. But just reusing an already great outfit for another movie that takes place chronologically, what, like 40 years later? That I don't really appreciate that. Probably like 50 years later. So I don't really like that. I don't really appreciate that. Hopefully he doesn't wear that in the movie. I'm just like, it's fine now, but like in the movie I really want. Obviously he has the cane. I'm assuming he's not going to get too physical because, like I said in my very last video, kind of like a few videos ago, I didn't really want to get in Indiana Jones 5 because it would just seem weird having your grandpa do it. Harrison Ford was 87, or not 87, 77. But even Billy D is even older. He was probably like 81 when they filmed the movie. He's 80. He's gonna turn 82 this year, if not already did. Maybe he was 80, but it doesn't really matter. He's super old, so I don't really know. It would just be like all CGI stunt doubles. It would just be totally fine if he just was in it but didn't have action. Maybe he was just in it. Obviously, we kind of suspect that Luke will be in it. I suspect Luke would be in it. Definitely, because I know JJ probably wanted to save his death for this movie. It didn't happen. So I think Force Ghost, they definitely need Luke. Definitely Mark Hamill's back. Super excited. I'm a little bit worried for the Carrie. How are they going to solve Leia and her story arc? I don't really know. Keep us posted. A few weeks from now, Star Wars Celebration is going to happen. Hopefully we get a lot of Star Wars news. Until then, I'll keep you posted.